Bryson Sheldon here. I just got back from watching the worst Christmas special ever, The Christmas Tree. Thank you, Nostalgia Critic, for saving my life and telling me how bad it was. Thank you. Alright, now that that's over... No, it's back! Go back to hell where you belong! Anywho, today I'm going to be listing off the top 12 best Christmas movies ever made. Why 12? Because 12 Days of Christmas, guys. Come on. You think a guy like me, one of the biggest Christmas fans, would forget the 12 Days of Christmas? Anyways, besides that, here's the list of the top 12 best Christmas movies ever made. Number 12. Gremlins. Obviously, it's no surprise that I would include this on my list. Some of you may disagree, and some may agree, but I still consider this a Christmas movie. For a while, ever since I first watched this movie, I never considered it a Christmas movie. I mean, it has Christmas only in the first 5 to 10 minutes. But the reason I still consider this a Christmas movie is because the boy gets Gizmo on Christmas. What more answers do you need? Well, no matter what, I'm definitely going to be watching this movie during Christmas season. And now on to number 11. Number 11. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I love The Grinch. Like, seriously. Ever since I was little, my mom and dad bought The Grinch on DVD, and I never stopped watching it. It's an amazing holiday classic that always makes us feel good about Christmas and gets us into the spirit of Christmas. And yes, I'm also talking about the live-action version, which, by God, in my opinion, was hilarious. I mean, sure, dirty humor may not be needed for a Dr. Seuss movie, but I believe it still caught on to the true message of the story and did it actually a little bit better. I mean, take a look at it this way. In the end of the live-action movie, Cindy Lou Who's dad stands up in front of the whole town and says he's glad the Grinch took their presents, and later on says that family is all that matters during Christmas, which it really does. And also brotherhood and generosity, and that's actually kind of what they explain along in his explanation. It's really well put together, and, you know, it's amazing, actually. And it just made me feel great all over. If this movie and the classic isn't one of your favorites, well, it should be. And now, on to number 10. Number 10. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Okay, there is no way in heaven or hell that I would not include this movie on my list. I mean, come on. It's hilarious, it's dramatic, it's silly, it's fun, and best of all, Chevy Chase. Just Chevy Chase, man. A comedic god who never ceases to amaze his audience no matter how old he gets. Everything about this movie just says Christmas all over it. Facing your in-laws, putting Christmas lights on the house, getting a tree with your family, and arguing with your family. Everybody knows the Griswolds and loves the Griswolds. They are a family that never stops. Oh, and by the way, I should also warn you not to watch the sequel. Yes, they actually made a sequel to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And guess who it's about? No other than Cousin Eddie, the only character in the National Lampoon's movies who is actually stupider than Clark Griswold. And before we go on to number 9, I just want to say, leave the stupidity to the ones that started it all. Number 9. A Christmas Story. Yes, A Christmas Story. That one movie that didn't get much popularity when it first aired, but then blew up in merchandising. And I mean blew up. They made bobbleheads, puzzles, board games, snuggies, hell, even keychains of that leg lamp that every guy wanted but their wives looked down upon. Either way, I love this movie from the classic line, "You'll shoot your eye," and the lamp, and this. Yep, that. To me, this movie has and always will be a household name. Another reminder, don't watch the sequel. It's horrible. Trust me, guys. Just don't. Let's just go on to number 8. 8 Crazy Nights. Now, you're all probably wondering, Bryson, why the hell would you include this shit movie on your list? Well, because I don't think it's shit. Really, I don't. I actually love this movie very much. To me, Adam Sandler never ceases to amaze his audience. Well, except for Jack and Jill. That was shit. Anyways, I include this movie on my list because it's hilarious, and I just love the characters and the songs. Whitey and Eleanor? Come on. They're hilarious. And the songs. Hell, I have them memorized in my head. Every time I watch this, I sing the songs perfectly. And the story is just awesome, and it's beautiful. Besides the toilet humor, it's beautiful. I'm not going to ramble on with the story, but if you want to check it out yourself, please do. You won't be disappointed. And now, on to number 7.
I wonder if that guy ever wiped his ass with the wrong hand.
Yes.
Number 7. The Polar Express. Obviously, no one in the world could make a best Christmas movie list and not include The Polar Express. This movie is not only well made, well directed, well done, it's just absolutely breathtaking. The story is amazing and beautiful, and every time I watch this movie, I can't help but cry tears of joy. It's that powerful to me. This movie is just so moving and honestly one of the happiest Christmas specials out there. Has no sad moments. It's just amazing. This movie proves that seeing is believing. God, I love that line. Anyways, now on to number 6. Number 6. Home Alone 1 and 2. These movies are on the list because they pretty much started Macaulay Culkin's career in film acting. And everybody knows Macaulay Culkin. No. I mean this one. This one that was best friends with Michael Jackson. This one that knew how to put a smile on our faces. I'm not saying that the modern Macaulay Culkin doesn't make us smile. He does. I actually smile every time I see him. I hear he's doing really well, actually. And these movies, anyways, have been a part of my life as long as I can remember. I remember going up to my Nana's and popping in the VHS of this movie. This movie should also be a part of your life as much as it is mine. It's hilarious, it's timeless, and delightful. I love it in every way possible. Number 5. Okay, I know Jeff won't agree with me on this. Yes, I know you're watching this, but to me, and thousands of other people in the world, this is one of the best Christmas movies ever conceived. Will Ferrell is a freaking genius, and he always knows how to make us laugh. And besides, this movie's humor is amazing, and the cast is too. I mean, you've got Zooey Deschanel, Edward Asner, James Caan, and famous singer Leon Redbone, who performs Baby It's Cold Outside with Zooey Deschanel at the end credits. And it's just beautiful. This whole movie is awesome. Elf is one that you can watch with your whole family and rewatch and rewatch and rewatch over and over and over again until you die of laughter over how funny this movie is. Number 4. The Nightmare Before Christmas. This one definitely ranks high on my list, because everyone should know that Tim Burton is one of the smartest directors ever. He made us love Batman. He taught us never to say Beetlejuice 3 times, because when you say Beetlejuice 3 times, then Beetlejuice... Whoa, holy shit. That almost happened. Okay. Anyways, he made Johnny freaking Depp the man that he is today. Johnny Depp has been in the following movies of Tim Burton's. Okay, back to this movie. I love this movie because, yes, it may be a little dark, but Tim Burton, he made it so that this movie isn't too dark for children. And he did it very well. and that proves how smart of a director he is. And especially a great soundtrack composed by Danny Elfman, who does the singing voice for protagonist Jack Skellington. If all these reasons don't make you love The Nightmare Before Christmas, if they don't make you love Tim Burton, then you have a problem. Number 3. The RankinBass Collection. Now, first off, I'm going to start by saying these guys made a lot of stop-motion Christmas specials, but today I'm only going to talk about the well-known ones: Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, The Little Drummer Boy, Frosty the Snowman, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. First off, we got Rudolph. I love this special because not only was this one of the first stop-motion projects ever made, but it was also one of the most popular. I mean, there's merchandise for this movie everywhere, and I mean everywhere. But otherwise, it's still a great special we all know and love. Next, we've got The Little Drummer Boy. Now, I don't know much about this special itself, but I do know the real story of the Little Drummer Boy and when Christ was born. I'm not going to go into detail because I want you guys to check it out, and I know I will too. Next up, we got one of my favorite specials, Frosty the Snowman. I love this one because, like the other specials, it brings out a well-known song and make it into a well-known story. This one actually does have a happy ending, even though it's very sad during the special. Frosty promises not only the children, but the audience watching that he will be back again next year. And lastly, we've got Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This one is probably my favorite one out of all these, because 1, Mickey Rooney, 2, it's the longest, and 3, hearing the story of Saint Nicholas just puts a smile on everyone's face. It makes the spirit of Christmas seem more amazing. These specials are amazing in their own way as well, and they should be watched every holiday season. I know that in my house, they will always be. And now, on to number 2. Number 2. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Now this one is obviously second on my list because not only did it gain popularity for the Peanuts franchise altogether, but it also makes everyone in the world feel as if maybe Christmas has become too commercialized over the years. Maybe people have taken granted for what the holidays really are about. This special represents the true meaning of Christmas, from Charlie Brown's mixed feelings about the holiday to Linus's moving speech about what the true meaning of Christmas is about. What is it, you may ask? Hell, I'm not going to tell you. You're just going to have to watch this masterpiece yourself. And our number 1 best Christmas movie of all time is the Star Wars Holiday Special. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, do you think I'm that stupid? Okay, our real number 1 movie is none other than It's a Wonderful Life. This is number 1 on my list because 1, the romance is spectacular, 2, the movie makes you think about life in general, and 3, it was actually released on Christmas Day. And believe it or not, this movie was actually a box office flop when it was first released in 1946, and it apparently only became the timeless classic in the 70s due to repeated television showings at Christmas time when its copyright protection slipped and fell into the public domain in 74, and TV stations could air it for free. But no matter the reason, I still consider It's a Wonderful Life a wonderful Christmas classic. Well, thanks for watching the top 12... why did I just change locations and hats? Doesn't matter. It's really creepy, though. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching the top 12 best Christmas movies ever made. Subscribe, comment, like, whatever you want to do, and have yourself a merry little Christmas.